When a zebra gets attacked by a lion, there's a split second of high stress and cortisol. When we get attacked by a lion, we need 10 years of therapy. What's going on? Alex here from Natural Testosterone, where I help men boost testosterone levels naturally with predictability. In this video, I will be talking about stress, anxiety, derealization, depersonalization, DPDR, and what you can do to solve this issue naturally. Before I get into how you can fix it naturally, let me just go over my own story. So recently, a few months back, I went through DPDR. If you don't know what it is, it's basically you get disconnected from reality and your own self. You look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself. Life just does not feel real. This essentially happens when your stress and anxiety is so high, your body has to detach itself from your body to keep you protected. This usually happens, let's say you're being attacked by a lion and the lion got you and he's eating you. It's basically your body's way of kind of detaching you so you don't feel the pain and you don't suffer. But this can happen in us humans through mentally, because we can mentally put ourselves into a stressful state. So for me, that's how it happened. I mentally got myself into such a peak state of stress that I was so stressed out and I was depersonalized and derealized for a couple of months that I had to do something about it. And the number one thing that came into my mind is hormonal optimization and really diving deep on how to fix it naturally, because I already knew that hormonal optimization and just making sure that your hormones are at play properly will lead you to the path of success. So the first thing you need to realize is what hormone really causes the stress. So the stress is caused by cortisol. So cortisol is the primary stress hormone. Hormones are chemical messengers in the body. So when something happens stressful, your body releases cortisol for you to react a certain way. When you get a spike of cortisol, you get more energized. You're in that fight or flight state. You're in that sympathetic nervous system. You just want to go. And during that time, the last thing your body wants to do is give you amazing energy, drive, motivation, and constantly give you energy. All your body cares about when it's elevated for too long is to keep you alive. So if you're experiencing things like cold hands and feet, tired, demotivated, anxiety, feeling tired but then wired at the same time, being emotionally unstable, you have a poor light sensitivity in your eyes, and you can't look people in the eyes because you have that anxiety and a lot of restlessness. If you're experiencing these symptoms, you probably have high cortisol, and with that you have high stress, anxiety, you're experiencing DPDR symptoms even. And like I said, when your stress is high, the last thing your body wants to do is give you all these amazing benefits of energy, drive, motivation, a good sex life, cognitive abilities, building muscle, dropping fat at a peak state. Your body wants to just keep you alive and preserve the energy, because your body doesn't know that you're living in an abundant life and you have food everywhere and everything's amazing. All your body knows is that you're under stress. And that stress could be just simple things like micronutrient deficiencies, you're under eating, just social stress, you have a bad workplace, just a lot of mental stress, you're overtraining potentially. So these are the reasons why your cortisol could be high. So let me get into the how-to on how to actually fix it naturally. So I usually like to go over the NTLS method. So first of all, we have nutrition. So for nutrition, look into the foods that you're consuming that you're maybe having intolerance for, because when you're consuming these foods, you might get a stress response. And how you check that is when you consume a particular type of food, check your temperature afterward. Did it go down? Next thing, look at your blood flow. If you consumed a particular type of food, just check your blood flow. If it's decreased, you're getting a stress response from that particular meal. So make sure that you're eating the right foods that are fit for you. And then second of all, make sure you're actually eating enough food throughout the day, that you're eating the right food to keep you sustainable for the entire day. Next thing, you need to make sure that your macronutrient ratios are optimal for your needs and goals. When you're stressed out, I do like to keep carbohydrates very high because your carbohydrate levels, your blood sugar, can actually determine your mood. If you're stressed out in work, you're working a stressful job, I do recommend for clients, for instance, or for myself when I used to work at McDonald's and Aldi, is I would have like orange juice, put some salt in there, and just drink it throughout the day, keeping the stress and cortisol low throughout the day. Next thing we have is training. So are you overtraining? Are you undertraining? So you're either one or the other. When it comes to men, we don't usually have the perfect sweet point. We as men, when we train, it's either we're training and we're training as much as we can because we want the best results as quickly as possible. But remember, it's like a pendulum swing. You swing to one side, you're going to swing to the other. And I see it time and time again. I see guys, they love training and things like that. And when they do get started training, they undergo a training program. They're training 6 times a week, twice a day. They're doing this and that for a week or so. And then next thing you know, they're taking weeks off. The best way you can go about it is find a routine that you can be consistent with, you're having fun with, and you're progressively overloading and you're recovering from. The optimal way to optimize your T levels is activate as much muscle possible in the shortest period of time while staying under your stress threshold. So you need to find a custom routine that works best for you. I like this saying that I rather undertrain by 10% than overtrain by 1%. The reason behind that is that 1% keeps loading, 2%, 3, 4, and that's what leads to low testosterone, high anxiety, high stress. I rather undertrain, recover properly, come in and have low stress because long term I'm going to win that way. Next we have lifestyle. Lifestyle is a very deep topic, but I'm just going to cover a few things. So first of all, your sleep, just like the basic. Are you sleeping enough? Are you sleeping in the right conditions that give you the best quality of sleep? So make sure you optimize your sleep. Make sure that you're avoiding blue light before you go to sleep. You're eating enough. You're not consuming a lot of caffeine throughout the day. And then when it comes to caffeine, if you do consume coffee, do not consume it first thing in the morning because caffeine is a nootropic and it does spike stress hormones. If you do like your coffee, make sure you have a big meal first thing in the morning and then 3 to 4 hours later, then have your coffee because you won't get the same stress response and you'll actually feel nice afterwards. Next thing we have is when it comes to your lifestyle, avoid things that can mess with your stress. Things like masturbation. When you're constantly masturbating to the point of exhaustion, that's going to stress you out. And then after lifestyle, we have intelligent supplementation. So make sure you're taking the right supplements. You're avoiding supplements that stress you out, such as fish oils, pre-workouts. That's what caused my stress because I was taking a lot of caffeine and pre-workouts and I wasn't sleeping properly. So make sure you're taking the right supplements. If you're looking to optimize your stress, take things like adaptogens like ashwagandha, phosphotylserine, L-theanine, B1, vitamin B1, and try these supplements and you will see a decrease in your stress and anxiety. So what happens when you get too stressed out? So like I mentioned, if you don't fix this anxiety and stress, you're going to dive into the realm of DPDR. So you're going to be detached from reality. You're going to be derealized. You're going to look in the mirror and you're going to be scared to look at yourself because you just feel detached from reality. So that's what's going to happen. Then all your basic fundamentals are going to drop down. Your energy, your drive, your motivation, your sex drive. You're going to drop muscle. You're going to gain fat because your body, any food that you're going to consume, your body's going to store it because it thinks it's in a stressful state. The last thing your body wants to do when you're in a stressful state is use all the food that you consume as energy because you're in a scarcity state. So what I want you to do is really take these steps into action. Follow these steps and comment down below what other videos do you want me to cover. That being said, it was nice talking to you and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.